Hey, I'm going to play the intro and I'll be right back. Hopefully it plays. I haven't been live in so freaking long. Okay.
Home in the darkness, home on the highway, home isn't my way, home I'll never be. Burn out the day, burn out the night. Can't see no reason to put up a fight. I'm living for giving the devil his due. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. Time is the essence. Time is the season. Time ain't no reason. Got no time to show. Time everlasting. Time to play these shots. Time ain't on my side. Time will never know. Burn out the day. Burn out the night. Now I want to tell you what's wrong from words. Right. I'm saying something worth freezing and I tell you. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. Burn out the day, burn out the night. Can't see no reason to put up a fight. I'm living for giving the devil his due. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you.
Alrighty. Get rid of this. Oh, I'm rusty. Wow, it feels like I haven't been on here in like forever. Not since Christmas Eve. Yeah, it's been a minute. How was everybody's New Year's? Hope everybody had a good one. Hey, Whispers. Hey, OG Shorty. Hey, Britt. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Captain Ganja. Good to see you. Hey, Darby C. Hey, Step. Not that Step. Don't side eye me. Hey, Tim Boyle. Hey, Camry. Julie A's in the house. Hey, Midwest. Mm, I'm getting there. I'm still sick, but I'm getting there. Oh, I missed you guys too. Hey, Shauna. I did. I missed everybody. Um, I tried to come do a live the other day. I couldn't. Um, so I'm giving it a try today. I don't know. I've been actually. Yesterday was my first day on where I was actually in a chat. Didn't stay long, but I was there. I got a lot to catch up on. I see the streets are. I mean, come on. Nobody takes the freaking holiday off. I mean, there was bigger things going on. You know, uh, it's nice to see that nobody changes. I guess nothing changes. Uh, it was rough. Yesterday was my first day with the kids, and where I could be out of bed all day. Ooh, it was a long day, but my husband had to go back to work. I mean, you can only, excuse me, you can only be off work so much. You have to go to your job. Um, but they're good kids. Maybe chilling today. So my Jack's going. I'm on the street yard for you too. I haven't any to fight with you. Yeah, the streets are nuts. This is all just too crazy. It's just too crazy. My little one, he's only 6.5, and he's very attached. Okay, he's very attached, and he's like been stuck to me since I got home. It's like, oh, okay, and mommy Kathy's right here. He's so sweet, but he'll be okay. But listen, peeps, I'm not a doctor. I was a nurse and a medic for years. All I'm saying is if you can get your vaccine for RSV, please do, especially if you have any underlying breathing conditions. Do yourself a favor. No, yeah, I guess I shouldn't say that. Yeah, never mind. Sometimes the vaccines don't prevent you from getting it, though. But yeah, shit's nasty when it gets in your lungs. No joke. You know, Griffin, you want to know what it's like? You claim that you're always so sick and your asthma's bothering you. Girl, please. You have no idea what it's like to struggle to breathe. It feels like you're being smothered and there's nothing you can do about it. So, yeah. Crying to the wrong choir over here, bitch. So now you can make fun of my breathing again. I'll even cough for you. Sorry. Sorry. Hey, KCG. Where is everybody at tonight? You go away for 10 days and boom. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm hoping my content and stuff will play. I haven't been on here, so I don't know if StreamYards is still cutting up. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to play content. I'm hoping it will because I'm really not in the mood to fight with it. I'm not going to fight with it. I'll just say, fuck it. And I'll pull JLR. I don't even know what my sounds like. I didn't have a chance to order the headset. That Christmas Eve night, I started getting sick. I could feel it when I was live. A couple of you even told me I was getting sick, but by 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, I couldn't breathe. So I've been able to do not much of anything. I will get one. So if my sound's really bad, please tell me. Um, but I will get one. But you'll probably get sick of me because you know I've been on it so long. I gotta, feel it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cool. Mm. You got released to go back to work 5 days later. I slipped on plastic adaptations husband. Oh my lord. Wow, I hope you're gonna be okay. Mm. The streets on YouTube doesn't need a snow plow, they need a poo poo plow. Yeah, you're right. Mm. You're so right. Certain people got dumber. Is that even possible? I heard some uh, cryptums today on Queens. Um, her and those panels. Does she not realize how stupid that they sound 99.9% of the time? And she tries to use words she don't even understand. I mean, they're just basic words, but to her, I mean, come on, she didn't even know struck was a word, remember? Anyway, um, she tries to make herself sound. And I see she had Betty up on panel, and yeah, they can have Betty. They can have her. No problem there. No problem there. I encourage it. I really truly encourage it. Okay, there's a couple things. So everybody have a good New Year's. Um, okay, I've been out here like what, 5 minutes, and no one's come to the door yet. That's got to be a record. I made sure they fed, and well, they didn't get their snack yet. So they'll let me know. They'll be here. It's cold down here today. My butt's sitting out here. But the cold feels good to breathe. It don't feel good on my neuralgias that are flared up. But it feels good to breathe the cold. The cold air. Okay, Betty, you don't know how to spell. Hey, I get it. I mess up on my descriptions all the time. But you said say hi name. Sebastian Rogers. Let's stay focused. You meant say his name, and you forget that you clickbait him, because you're talking about trying to break into other stories out here, and then bring him in. Uh, okay, gotcha. Oh, and her winning thumbnails. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Oh my lord. Has anybody done anything with that jULIE yet? Hey, casual art, good to see you. Hey, beautiful disaster. Has anybody, I, I'm not sure what could be done there, but what's weird is one of Betty's timestamps is 5150. I'm not kidding you. Sorry. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, did y'all watch all the football games on New Year's? I was put in a sleep state, so I missed it. But I kind of was happy about not watching all the football. Heavy probably wasn't, but anyway. Here's college games. Okay, so now we got choices here because I'm prepared to. I got some timestamps on Betty's lives today. Nothing major, just Betty being Betty. Um, and that Julie. Oh boy. Or we can go laugh at, you know, one of Brittany's panels. Hey, Lisa. Oh, I'm glad you're here. You know, nobody's ever late. I'm just glad y'all came in. I'm getting there. So, as a man, I did not get the cat fight yesterday. I ran. Yeah, I didn't see a lot of what happened. I mean, I know I've had questions about UA for a while now. Hey, Shorty, member for 7 months. All right. Happy New Year's after all the misfits love you. Hey, Shell. Um, I've had lots of questions there because I started out reviewing all the stuff that was going on with this stuff on TikTok. Um, she was not one of the 2 a.m. girls, but I did see her on panels over there. Um, but hey, straight talker, I was ashamed to be part of the true crime community. What happened? What was the fighting for? I mean, hate for. Good to see you. Oh, Shorty, thank you so much. To my YouTube mama, get something for yourself. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, that's so sweet. I saw part of her. I didn't see it all. Um, she was upset. She was crying. Um, I wasn't. That's about all I seen at the end. Staff member for 6 months. Woohoo! Thank you. Um, that's usually the mindset on Queen Bee's channel, but yesterday was different. Was what happened? You need to bake churros. Oh, Tammy, that's so sweet. I was watching you with your the stuffing bake you were doing. That looked good. See, I didn't see it all, so I apparently I missed a lot. Hey, Zero. Okay. Oh, you came in right before me. Today? Oh, it was today? No, there wasn't none of that today. Not that I seen. Now, yesterday when UA was on there, like I said, I caught a part of it, and she was crying, and I honestly, I tried to get into it, but I was just hurting so bad. I couldn't, I couldn't stay. So and I haven't had a chance to go back and listen. So I don't know all that transpired. I know there was people up there saying things to her. It was nuts. You still haven't watched it? They were going at each other. Jesus. Oh, hey, Dev. Hey, Darby. Oh, thank you for coming back. Hey, Ange. That's what these people, this is what Nick and Betty and Grifton J and her panel of zombies, that's what they want. They want everybody going at each other's throat. It gives them content and it gives them, they think they're accomplishing something. They're not, but there's just a little bit in this life. um, how she is getting away with what she's getting away with. Because you can bet if it was me, it's just not. Maybe Tim, I haven't had a chance to order the headset, but I promise I will get it done. Hey, Rob. Hey, Casey. Um, oh, um, I know part of what was going on, and I know that it's because her actions. Well, thank you. I missed you too, Casper. Thank you very much for the $1.99. Hi, Ansley. Hey, Mystic. She's caused damage out here. Queen was being blamed for things. Franny is being blamed for things. And part of what I heard, it seemed like Franny was rather forgiving. My hat's off to her for handling it that way. I don't know if I would have, and that's the honest truth. But there could have been more. I didn't get to watch it all. Like I said, I only got to see that very part where she was crying, and I'm sorry, but she went too far. She went too far. I, I don't know. I I wouldn't do stuff like that. I am not calling no one's job. I am not calling no one's attorney or probation officer or anything like that over some YouTube drama. And she went in the middle of the night, went into a homeless encampment. Depending on where she was and the size of the homeless encampment, that may have taken some balls. Because there's a few down here around here, and Florida, the counties we're all on top of each other. So counties are there's some I'd have no problem walking into. Then there's others, hell to the no, not even with a police officer. No shit. So, I just okay. Sometimes I think people get too involved. They forget that it is real life and it's the families and the victims' real life, not theirs. Not theirs. They make it their real life. It's you got to know when it's enough. You got to know when to step back. And if you don't, then you shouldn't be on the case at all. Because when it comes to hurting instead of helping, you're just another distraction like what's on the screen. Or, oh, thank you. Or, birthday. And oh, don't worry, Brittany J. I haven't forgot about you. I've just been a little busy the last 10 days. But I got you. I got you. Oh, Campbell, thank you so much. Thank you very much. It's very sweet of you. Um, you're one of many we need to get to. Steve's cutting up. Everybody's cutting up. It's like people. It's freaking holidays. What are doors coming? I got the banner on. Thank you. Um, hey, and Barry Meadows. Hey, Lipper. But I did learn from the call, kind of cleared up some stuff about the narrative. Yeah, I wanted to. Hey, big girl for life. I love that name. I hear you, proud to me too. And I wanted to play some of that call. I don't know what happened in my avatar. StreamYards. On one place it's fine, on the other place it's not fine. I don't know. Like, but I know there was some question as to, hey, Julian's daily life, as to uh, this UA being connected with people, and as far as I know, as far as like working together, hey, J Tom, good to see you. As far as I understand, she's was not working with Granny or Clue. In fact, I don't think before she inserted herself around here, I don't think they even knew each other. I could be wrong, but from my understanding. And just because somebody sends you an email doesn't mean you know each other. We're creators. We have an email on our channel. Any Joe Blow can send us one. Hey, Christina. But I'm gonna. There's Riley Liley, the TikToker, found the credit card. Yeah, I remember that. Let me put this down. Let me get rid of that one. I don't want to be cooking up. It's just, I guess it's different for everybody. You know, I, I guess it's different. Everybody has their, I guess everybody's opinion or everybody's limit is different on, you know, what's acceptable, what isn't, what they'll do, what they won't. Oh, miss you, beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, thank you, J Dog. I'm getting them. I'm getting them. He's just a baby. You know, I'm a big baby. No. Absolutely being a nurse said you never to ever cut up as a patient. Okay. Yeah, do me a favor, please hit that thumbs up. If you're not subbed up, sub on up. I didn't put it on subs only. I haven't been on in so long. It seems like 10 days feels for a week, 10 days, whatever it was. It feels like a lifetime. It's weird. But it was wild. I got to watch. Had I been able to, I could have watched it on my TV in my hospital room in ICU, but yeah, I couldn't watch TV. So, um,
Hi. Oh my God, I missed you so much.
I missed you too. She checked on me all the time.
Oh my God, I missed you so much. I'm so glad you're getting better.
I am. I'm too freaking stubborn.
All right, so hold up just a second because you're a little bit fuzzy. So
Okay.
check your connections. You're just a little bit fuzzy sometimes.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that tomorrow.
Maybe it's your headset. Maybe pull it away a little bit.
Is that better? Let me adjust
Keep
it in
talking.
settings. Let me adjust it in settings.
Okay. Hi, guys. It's good to see you guys again. Ooh.
Oh, it's. I think if I turn this up, let's see what the problem. Well, I don't know. We'll check on. Yeah, because it's really hard to do. Okay, let me try something. Turn this one down. It's turning the speaker down. Okay, that didn't make it any better, did it?
You're not quite as garbled, but it's still a little fuzzy, if that helps.
What about now?
Can you continue to talk?
Yeah. What about now? Does it sound horrible? You can't hear me?
It's not great, but it's not 100% awful. It's like 48% awful.
Oh,
sorry.
Don't it freaking hurts. Oh my God. I was so bored. I have not watched TV like I have the last days. It's insane. You can actually binge watch TV shows. I feel like a caged animal. Now do I still sound all adorable?
I was really close to my mic, Darby.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Maybe if I moved mine. I should have just stayed in the house. Like, not in a room tent.
Well, let's roll her.
Ooh, well, never mind. I won't say what I was going to say. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be really nice today.
That don't forget to go, and if you guys want to watch the rest of the song, listen to that. Don't forget. Oh,
and by the way, voices, one of her timestamps happens to be 5150. I'm not kidding.
did you guys catch that? How many of you guys caught that? And so I'm like, wait a minute, what? So I listened to that. Don't forget to go, and if you guys want to watch the rest of the video, please go over to Evil Exists. But let's listen to that again. Let's just listen to that again. Hold on.
Someone else knew he was missing before he was officially reported to police as a missing person.
What? Say what?
Are you kidding me? And she believes this shit?
So I started going through, some information, right? I went through some information, and this is what I kind of came up with.
Let's speed you
so
up.
I missed this.
Did you miss something? No. Never.
At night. This was on January 1st, yesterday afternoon, and I don't know how I missed it. But At Night has reason to believe it has identified the individual who first received the report of Sebastian Wayne Drake's Rogers' disappearance prior to its escalation to law enforcement on February 26, 2024. Furthermore, our team...
So he wants people to believe that Katie contacted someone else, tell them Sebastian was missing before Chris and law enforcement?
No, I think it's because I think what she's trying to say is that they called another another deputy before calling into the main center, but I believe they had the direct line to call into dispatch.
Yeah, we knew that. That's not new information. He didn't go through 911. We knew that. They're idiots. I don't even understand how people are believing this man.
I can't answer that at all.
Hey, Tabo. Hey, Michelle. Oh. So how did your appointment go, voices? Is everything okay?
Well, I don't have a blood clot, but that'll have to be read for, the MRI will get read, and then I'll find out probably Tuesday. But it's not a blood clot. They were able to rule that out right away.
That's fantastic. That's good news anyway. There's some good news.
Right? I'm like, yay, no pulmonary embolism.
Yay. Oh my God. I was so scared about that because You know,
Girl, that was my biggest fear, the whole fucking worry. I was like, oh, this is going to be wonderful. And then when I woke up today and I was feeling really punky with a cough, I was like, oh, this, like, I panicked the entire fucking drive. I had myself so worked up that I was dying.
well, I fell and I blacked out in the shower. And that terrifies me because if I throw a clot, you know, the lungs can't deal. You know the situation.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
thankfully, I didn't get hurt. Just banged up, just a little bruise. But
It just sucks that we're at that age where, like, we'll throw a clot and that'll be the end of us. Like, I wasn't ready for it to be already.
and the kids were in there. Why I won't get on? Well, I got on the Reddit trampoline, but not now. My lungs are too weak right now. I'll get them back. I'm too damn stubborn not to.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate all the kind words.
Oh, KCG, thank you very much for gifting 5 memberships.
I was super worked up this morning. Thank you so much. You guys are super sweet, super kind. Thank you.
And thanks everybody who checked up on me. KCG, you're a sweetheart, and the kids enjoyed the pizza so very much, and it was a blessing yesterday. It truly was. Voices, you stayed on me. You didn't give me Hey Sheila, thank you for being a good friend.
Has likely determined the identity of the individual engaged in the extensive phone conversation with Mr. and Mrs. Proudfoot on the morning of.
You was on a heparin drip. Yeah, I can't find you. Yeah, you can't beat him. Oh my God, you can't beat him.
Oh, that's
oh
sweet.
My God, you're gonna make me cry. Thank you.
Sebastian's purported disappearance. These findings, supported by intelligence from sources closely connected to the case, represent a pivotal development in our ongoing effort. So let's read this a little bit closer. It states, you guys have it up on the screen. Do I have it up on the screen? I do have it up on the screen. Awesome. So it says the disappearance. We forget that they had quite an extensive conversation on the phone that morning that lasted almost an hour, right? That maybe over an hour. And At Night has reason to believe that it has identified the individual who first received the report of Sebastian Waindrake Rogers' disappearance prior to its escalation to law enforcement on February 26th. So it sounds like whoever received this report was not law enforcement, because it wasn't escalated to law enforcement until after somebody else was on the phone. I wonder who that person was. It says, furthermore, our team has likely, so they believe that they've got the right person, but they don't know it conclusively. That's the way I'm reading it. Determine the identity of the individual engaged in the extensive phone conversation. Remember, guys, we were told by the mother that this child was not at home at 6 a.m. By 6:03, she called Chris at work.
Okay. So now she's saying that Katie had an in-depth phone call with somebody other than Chris?
Listen, you heard what I just heard, and that's what that sounds like we just heard together.
Hey, Jujubee. Hey, Donald. That doesn't make any sense. Hey, Miss Fletcher. That's us. Hey, Little Horse. Hey, T. Fairy. That doesn't make any sense. Why now are they saying that? If this is true and there's any proof of that, why now? Okay.
She wakes up at 6, walks directly to her
He
son's
was
room.
there.
He's not there. She takes a glean around for 1, 2, 3 minutes, picks up the phone, calls her husband, says he's not here. We've known. Now, we were told from the green shirt interview, from Dutch's first interview, that they immediately called law enforcement. As soon as they realized Sebastian was not in that house, they called law enforcement. That's what we were told. And then new reports came out a week or two later that identified that call not being executed until 6:33 in the morning. And so we all talked to each other and said, what in the world were they doing?
You people are the ones that keep coming up with all these different times. She was talking to her husband on the phone first, okay? And he made the calls to law enforcement, not her. She may have been on the three-way call, but he's the one that initiated the call, correct? That's my understanding. It's the understanding I've always
That's the
had.
way I understood it as well.
Hey, Bama Trucker. Hey, Tamis. There was no other call that I remember hearing any of these guys talk
Listen,
about.
these people are not even supposed to exist to her.
Yeah. That it was an hour-long call with somebody before Chris. Oh, if my laptop shuts off, I'll be right back. It better not.
Okay.
It better not, but if it does.
Doing for 30 minutes before making that call? Betty, was Cruella have the feet covered?
Is anybody in chat, do you really think she was looking at a clock when she searched for him in the house, called Chris, jumped in her car to see if he walked to school early? Yeah, I think the last thing I would be looking at is clock. I mean, you're kind of busy. The only ones that I can remember trying to be adamant about exact time is these people, especially this one, without any confirmation from law enforcement or anybody, but Betty never does. Send her, the more info that comes out against us, the more they lose the narrative. The 8th can't come fast enough. Yeah. Oh, that's right. The 8th is right around the corner. Yikes. I'll tell you what, if that was me, my ass would have been in jail with no bond. I mean,
oh, dude. Dude.
They'd have threw away that freaking key, man.
Bitch, don't you remember one day when it was almost I was going to jail?
No, I wasn't letting that happen because you didn't do nothing. But yeah.
I know. You're good. You're such a good friend. But dude, if this were either one of us, we would be in jail already.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Insane.
Well, was Cruella ever verified at Worsham's? Good question, Lisa B. Always. I can't say verified, but I can say that there have been up to...
I had it. Y'all are freaking adults. If you can't call these people by their legal names and at least show a little respect, then y'all need to leave. You really do. You need to leave this alone. How old are you, Betty? Okay, Shorty. Oh, thank you.
Say what? Uh-oh. It must have shut off. She'll be back. Technically, Darby, yes, they could get you for assault with the nuggets. Yes, technically, had they hit somebody or they wanted to pursue it, I could have been charged with assault. Absolutely could have been charged with disturbing the peace. So, anyway. Just, Maybe Grits, depending on what time Kathy gets done here.
Well, I won't be on all that long. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can barely hear you.
That might be because I turned it down. Okay.
No, barely hear you.
Now we're talking, huh? Better?
No.
You can't hear me? Can you hear me now?
You are so low. I can tell you're talking.
Yeah, let me turn up my mic. I think I did it when it's also I'm talking about. Or sometimes it's not easy. I might be a little too low. All right. Is that better?
You're really low still.
Damn.
Okay, try now.
I didn't even turn it up yet.
Oh, nope, that was on my end. I'm sorry. I had my volume way down.
Oh, goodness.
Sorry. That was the issue is between the chair and the keyboard. It was my fault. I'm so sorry on that.
Casual art. 5 sleeps until Betty's big day. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. I would be getting my affairs in order. Hey, Dawn. Casual art. Thank you so much. I would be getting my affairs in order. She has a dog that needs to be taken care of. You know, a house. Because, in all honesty, no one knows. Hey, Gary. Hey, Lisa. Brittany. Oh, no. I'm too damn stubborn. Hey, Grits. I was hiding in the bushes in another 4-hour live. Seth Rogers in chat one time only said Seth can go a really long time without his meds. He never chatted again. Wow. Yeah, but you don't play with. Is it me or am I staticky?
You are a little bit staticky. It's a little bit better than it was.
Wait, let me try something. Might be because I turned it up too loud. Let me turn the volume back down. I might just come in through my iPad or my tab. It's not an iPad, but I call it an iPad. It's a tab. Great. Why aren't you plugged in? Oh,
Yeah, she's working on it.
I'm getting there, guys. Sorry. I haven't been on it in days and days and days. Oh, and of course, I missed the computer guy because I was. But he's not open on the weekends. But Monday, he's getting this laptop, and it's not coming back till he gets it right. The only thing I should have to pay for is the battery. I'm trying to talk loud, guys. Maybe I'll turn my speaker up. Okay. Maybe that'll help. Or I'll just go in through my tablet. All right.
No, don't change anything. You're fine now.
Okay. I can't wait to get another headset. I'm going to turn that down. That's loud. Hey, Shy. Huh? And bullshit. The Bauer Sox can prove where they were and where the vehicle was.
Hold on, love. You're not sharing the screen.
Oh, dear Lord. Oh, God, I'm so out of practice. Oh, that's because I shut off. I forgot to share the screen. Kathy Bauer Sox's car was not here, I'll back that up. Her car, she has video footage to prove her car was in her driveway. And law enforcement also knows that dingbat.
Verified. I just know I personally heard somebody state that they were there, and it was a man, not a woman, that stated that they absolutely saw her there, and that they absolutely saw her behind the wheel of the car. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it in their mind. They absolutely spoke with conviction when they stated this. So this was not a female that stated this. This was a man driving by that saw her and knew who she was. So I can only tell you what I hear. I don't know if it's been verified. It sure seems suspect to me. I believe that she was there because...
So what you're doing is spreading gossip and rumors, Betty. You know it's not factual. You know, and I think you do know that she was not there. And she's made it clear she has Ring doorbell footage to prove where her car was in her driveway. Go figure. Hey, Sussbuster. Happy New Year to you too. Thank you. Hey, Shadow. Oh, it's good to see you too. Hey, it's me, Tiffany.
If you listen to the description of the people that saw the footage of the mom driving through the school, she never stopped at the school. She drove in, and if you know the area, that the school has like two entrances. You got one on that one road and then one on Long Hollow Pike. And so she went into the Long Hollow Pike, but didn't stop at the school. She went all the way around. Well, that exits out. Right across the street from the exit on the other side is Worsham's. So I find that all odd.
She was not at Washam's.
She went through there, and then she turns around and comes back through there and goes back home. Never once stopping on camera that we could see. So
you don't have any idea what she did or where she went, or even if there is camera footage, because law enforcement's not going to tell you because it's none of your damn business.
I don't know. But this right here, there was a conversation with somebody that appears not to be law enforcement. So I thought that was interesting. Now we're going to go through a couple other posts that I think are important. We're going to listen to, actually, I think we need to listen to this first. Let's listen to this. Let's just get a good sense of what was told to this panel of misfits by their leader, by the person that they allegedly care about, that they allegedly want to help.
Who's the leader? Who's the leader? Hey, keep it moving. Hey, Triggerman. Leader. He just failed.
Find his stepson and want to help clear him and his wife's name, right? So he has given them very, very specific public instructions. Let's listen to what his public instructions for these people are.
Okay, who's the leader?
Chris.
He's not my leader. Well, damn, why don't people? Y'all can't be telling me this stuff and not you gotta give me the heads up. I didn't know I had a leader. I didn't know anybody had a leader.
He's not your leader. He's the leader on the panel.
Oh.
He's the leader of the people on the panel. You're not on that panel.
Okay,
you're not included.
He don't need a panel either. Hey, Crystal Ann. Okay, talk, Betty.
So he has, oh, I lost my audio. Dad, burn it. I'm getting so sick of my audio being, I will tell you this, it's really starting to get to me. I hate StreamYard. I'm going to be working on getting us away from StreamYard. I've absolutely had it.
I agree.
They need a better sound engineer for their.
Do you have a car?
To agree with you on something, Betty. StreamYard has been sucky, and I haven't been on in a minute, so I don't know, but it has been.
They ain't getting it right. Actually, it's getting worse from my
I canceled mine though.
Okay, let's go back just a little bit. Let's go back just a little bit.
Why is she still playing? Now, this
Because
is today. I believe this one was today. She did 2 today. Well, one was one day ago. She did one was an upload on TikTok, but she's still milking truth live. I see.
if it was perfect, it would be very boring. Now they're going after a pastor.
That is crazy.
No,
That
now
is
they're getting-
me, like,
No, but they say going after. They had commentary. They didn't go after a pastor.
Oh, yes. 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 Yes, you did. Yes, you did. In fact, that was my next review, and I got sick. Never got a chance to review it. But yes, Crime Time Buzz was, trying to tie the pastor into all this. Yes, she very much was. And I even said it back when this happened. He's a fraud. He's a scammer. But he didn't have nothing to do with this. Leave that little fellers alone.
You know what they did? They said, oh my gosh, I wonder why is it so strange that Tyler Feller is a pastor at their church but won't run anything on the case? I don't know how that's going after a pastor. That's just stating an obvious question. It was a question. Who's going after a pastor?
What do you mean it was a question? There was a whole freaking live. Betty, maybe you should go watch the content. Oh.
Oh.
Heard anybody go after Tyler Feller? I just heard people.
You already had somebody go to their. She already had somebody go to their church. That's where they obtained a photo of Faith, of Chris's daughter.
Yes.
Like,
and
that's a dog whistle right there. That is a dog whistle.
Yep. That was a disgusting live. Yeah. Man, the delusion, the distortion is unreal.
Refuses to run a case on this. That's all I've heard. Now, I don't know if somebody's heard any. Has anybody heard any different? If somebody's heard something different, put it. I'm back over here now. Put it in the chat. I mean, that was kind of.
That's true.
Okay, so I'm not wrong. Like, nobody went after him, did they? Because it sounds like all they did was question why is Tyler Feller in.
Did you not watch Crime Time Buzz, Betty? You know, you've been accused of being her only. I don't think you are her. Never did. But did you not watch? Yeah, I'm not sending you the clip. Have your own people do it.
in their church and covers true crime, but won't cover this case. They just thought it was odd. I never heard anybody attack him. Pointing out a fact isn't going after someone. Exactly, Karen. But I didn't know if maybe another content creator had started back. I didn't hear. I know none of us have. I certainly haven't. I mean, it's an obvious question. I think I've said the same thing. I agree with the question. Like, why isn't he involved? He seems not to have a problem poking his nose in any other case. Why not this case? So, I mean, it's not going after him. But either way, let's keep listening.
Like, help me understand how going after a pastor is going to help find Sebastian.
How is going after Seth, an innocent father that had nothing to do with his disappearance, that this man that's speaking right here is pushing behind the scenes? Because you know what? We just...
Whoa. Ouch. Look, how is going after the mom and stepfather who are innocent? There's no evidence to prove that anybody did anything. There's no evidence of foul play. Yet from day one, you've accused them of everything under the sun and then some. So how's that okay? And Chris is not, that I've seen. They don't attack Seth. They don't come out and spin narratives and support people attacking him night and day, getting protection orders against them. That's, I mean, come on now. You can't be serious right now.
Just heard on here him telling them quit bashing, focus on his son, his stepson.
Yeah, she doesn't. If she does ask her followers to do that, and she will have them call people's jobs. She will have them email. Yes, she does. she has no problem with getting somebody fired all because they disagree with her.
Okay, today, the incredible new iPhone 16 Pro built from the ground up for Apple Intelligence.
Insane.
I hope you.
And none of these people on this panel have followed his instructions, his very clear public instructions.
Betty, neither have you. In fact, you won't even follow.
She won't even follow the judge's instructions.
There was a scumbag creator that was bashing Chris and Katie, and he actually brought Chris's daughter into the conversation. Oh, man. They need to stop. I'm getting cold. You know, do you ever have a cooling blanket?
What is that telling you?
No, but I know what they are.
Well, you know, back in the day, back when, you know, 60 years ago, they just threw ice all over you. Now it's ice packs and cooling blankets.
If they respect
cool.
this
I want
man
one,
and
yeah.
he's telling them to knock it off,
Live here in Florida, it gets freaking hot, man.
off to focus on his stepson, and they're not knocking it off, focusing on his stepson. Are they following his instructions behind the scenes instead of in front of the scenes? I mean, they're all here for him. So, like, for example,
No,
if
that's not true. That's not true. I don't think Truth is here for the Prophets or Seth. I think he's made that clear. Most people are here for Sebastian. Well, some people. Exception you.
said, hey, Betty, can you not run this? You know, can you not do this or do that? Well, first of all, they don't know what I'm going to run at any given day because I don't know what I'm going to run until I decide what topic I decide to land on. We always have a running topic. I literally have a list written out here.
Thor, you was over in the Lodge's chat. Oh, I know you gave an I know you did.
Topics of conversation, and I just basically say, this looks interesting today. Let's have a discussion about this, right? Because we're so involved in this case right now. We know just about every aspect of legitimate information related to this case. It's not very hard to talk about certain topics of conversation, right?
What legitimate information have you provided in this case exactly? I'll wait, ma'am. I'll wait. We'll be waiting a while.
Bullying is one of the main conversation topics in this case because these people that you see on your screen engage in intimidation and bullying tactics of anybody legitimately looking for this child. It seems to me that they are the only ones that are allowed to look for this child if they so choose. That's not how America works. I don't know if these idiots know it. Probably not, because they don't seem very educated. I would hope that some of these people get a college education or maybe a high school diploma if they don't have it yet. You know, just something like that. But as far as I'm concerned, it seems like the reason why they have to cuss so much and demean so much is because they're highly uneducated. And when you're highly uneducated, you don't.
Betty, some of the vilest mouths got master's degrees behind them. So, your point, not everybody gets their education out of a Cracker Jack box.
Quite understand things, right? And I really think that they're lacking in how law works, clearly. But the only job that they have to do is advocate for Sebastian Rogers. That's it. That's all they have to do is advocate for him. But instead, they've spent days and days since this dropped right here, and the demand. Let's see if we can find. Hold on, let me pull this back and let me find the very specific where he says stop bullying, right? Stop trashing. Let's find that real quick. Stop. Just stop. Just stop. Here it is.
Stop scrolling if your smile is suffering. Have you experienced any dental issues since starting Suboxone? Look, if you've been taking Suboxone and suddenly notice things like cavities or tooth decay, you're not alone. A lot of people who use Suboxone for opioid treatment start seeing these dental issues pop up. Maybe you've been on Suboxone for 6 months or longer and notice your teeth just aren't the same.
Stupid ads.
Some of you might be dealing with severe cavities, tooth loss, or
Let's see. Let's put stop in here, not just stop. Let's just put stop.
Sorry about
Oh,
that.
40 different. All right, let's find the ones that we need. Ah, here it is. Let's listen to this. This is not CP up here.
Talk to the media because TBI came out. I mean, not TBI. Sumner County came out and said the family would like us to say that they don't have a comment at this point. But we know that the reporters are going to do what they're going to do. So what's up with that bullshit? This whole time we can't talk to media, but you can use content creators to push your fucking narrative.
Oh, see? That came from CP not wanting to talk. So this is ET saying, you want us to push your narrative, right? So there's the first drop. Let's keep going. Sorry you're seeing my face. It's just that I don't trust these people near bit. So we're just going to just keep rolling the way we're rolling. rolling. Somebody, let me go.
Don't say that, Betty. Oh, Cashword, thank you very much for the cash out. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah. Oh, I didn't turn it back on.
Okay. I'm almost there. I think he comes in about 2 hours, specifically wording stop talking. Okay. It's taking me a little bit to find all of this. Who's saying this? Let's see who says this. Now, this is before Chris, so let's keep going. Okay, I think this is
Okay, well, keep going. Come on, because I'm ready to switch to your other one.
All of the bullshit has got to fucking stop. All of it.
I can't believe that she's still playing the same interview. How long is she going to milk this for? It's like, geez, oh man.
Putting shit behind the scenes for creators to talk about. Seth needs to stop it. Chris and Katie need to stop it.
Well, hold on.
I can promise you, Seth ain't doing it. I can guarantee.
Oh, no, you can't guarantee that. You're a damn liar, Betty. You're a damn liar. I will never believe that. Don't tell me he's not. Stop it. He's using Tony to do it. Bullshit. Does anybody but believe that? Hey, break time vibe. Does anybody believe that?
100%. It is not happening on this side of the block. I run my stories the way I run my stories. Occasionally, Seth will pop in here and say hi to everybody. I don't talk to them.
Ma'am, you might want to check with your fellow green teamers, because one of them kind of showed the emails. They're getting giving them a narrative on an outline of what they should talk about. Yeah, that's.
I don't talk. He's not giving me information to talk about Chris and Katie, right? This information is coming from public records. We don't do anything. I can guarantee there is not one time Seth has called me and said, hey, I wanted to tell you this little bit about. That's not happening. It's only happening with these people, and it's proven. Why? Because ET said it was. He knows.
All of the bullshit has got to fucking stop. All of it. The putting shit behind the scenes for creators to talk about. Seth needs to stop it. Chris and Katie need to stop it.
Well, hold on. Let me stop you there, because we ain't putting stuff out behind the scenes.
Bullshit.
Well, Chris, can I ask you about
what are we putting out behind the scenes?
Chris, don't put me in this position. Don't do it. Do not pull my man card. Chris, don't pull my man card.
So I have an issue with this situation coming up now. Y'all might not like my opinion on it. Maybe I'll just keep it to myself, because this was, hey, Bree, we all have our own thoughts about this whole situation, and it just gave these idiots ammo.
Hard to put me in this position.
So we know for a fact.
No, you don't.
That up to this point, that stuff was happening in their camp.
Yeah, no one's ever told me nothing. Oh yeah, guys, do me a favor. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. If you're not subbed up, sub on up. I've been out the algorithm for like 10 days. I need to get back in there. Hey, Carl. he has a spokesperson. She is a real brainiac. She is. Cracker Jack box. I agree, Thor. About some of it, I think it should have been clarified, even though as the live went on, Truth did. And he has since. Unfortunately, they're going to twist and turn any and everything they can. I mean, oh, tomorrow's going to be 7 degrees colder. Okay. Right now, I'm actually liking it because it's easier to breathe when it's chilly. Dog, the Benny Hunter in the house. Oh, I was stuck in bed. You know, what can you do but watch on demand? Again, all dogs, they were, you could binge watch. I didn't, but you could binge watch the old Dog the Bounty Hunter shows. I cracked up. I didn't watch it, but I cracked up when I seen it. And then they had the one on A&E, the special, you know, the one where Beth passed away. I didn't watch that either, but I was laughing. I was like, you people only know. Man, Dan Abrams, I'm gonna reach out to you and let you know what your dog is doing. I just wonder how much dog is truly involved. Seriously. The only person you see posting is Nick. And dog don't run his Twitter. I mean, he still thinks he's a superstar. I think he's letting them use his name and stuff, but I think there's going to come to a point very soon where even he's going to say enough, you know? I don't know. Something's just, I don't think that dog is benefiting the way, hey, kind of good to see you. The way that, anyway, the way that he's not getting the attention, the positive attention I think he thought he could get.
Also watched and learned that CP said stop. Just stop. Begging this panel to just stop. So if he's truly wanting people to stop bashing, why is this whole crew of people bashing Seth?
Huh?
Right now? Going through his employment. How does that have anything? None of those records have anything to do with Sebastian or why Sebastian is disappeared. All they're trying to do is smear Seth. For what?
You're not muted.
Because he's not responsible for the disappearance of this child? That the mom and stepdad look like the most likely people? And they can't stand it because they chose to stand on their hill with these people that are now looking good for this child's disappearance? And so they want to do damage control to try to lessen. That sounds like more in line with what's going on here. Because how desperate is it that you guys were told to focus on Sebastian?
You have been told to, actually, Betty, you've been told by a judge, by a court of law, that these people don't exist in your world. You were to not mention them, talk about them. How many lives have you done since then? 100, 200, maybe more. Non-stop talking about them? Huh. Okay.
Yet you're focused on Seth, but his past records that have.
Well, that happened. The lawyer has been MIA for 2 days. I have not seen any new posts shown from them. Dog been MIA for a while. The only one I see posting stuff about dog is Nick. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't wrong. I bet he's going to milk the hell out of this. And I think Truth has made it very clear on how he feels about her.
No bearing on the disappearance of this child?
I know. Actually, what was weird is, right before I got sick anyway. There was a video on YouTube with Lisa, who used to be on the show. And, you know, Dog wanted everyone to believe that once he went to prison, that all his illegal activities had stopped, and the rugs and all that had stopped, and that is far from the truth.
I mean, at least when we talk about the mom and stepdad,
watch your pet suffer or expose them to harsh chemicals. Finally, there's a better choice.
There's a couple reasons why you should think twice.
It absolutely has a bearing on the disappearance of this child. And I find it awfully funny that they're so focused on Seth when we all know where he was during and after the disappearance of his son, but yet we have no good timeline for the stepfather, the people that these hot mess expresses represent.
That could be Darwin. For all we know, he could in some way be. They want him to be their I guess, folks, like the people to see him connected to them. So that's possible. Honestly, I put nothing past none of them. I really truly don't.
That's a no from me.
And are being paid to peddle the narrative.
For what? That you think the dog could be working with, be like a spokesperson for them? Not so much a spokesperson, but maybe like they want to use his face, his recognition. I don't know.
Oh, I believe they're trying to tread on his coattails, but I don't trust them at all with everything that I'm seeing.
Oh, I don't trust none of them.
You want a hot cup of coffee?
No, not at all.
And I don't believe. It just befumbles my mind on how these people believe the crap this Nick post. Betty, you're the one that claims to be so smart, so knowledgeable about cases, but you're believing hook, line, and sinker. Honestly, though, I wonder how much you truly believe. Or you're just going with it because, Betty, you're making more money than you ever have on here. You're getting more views than you ever have on here. But that's just my opinion.
That this narcissistic pig manufactures behind the scenes for all these yahoos? Seems awfully funny, because yet another distraction to take the focus away from finding Sebastian. I find that really, really counterproductive when you're searching for a 16-year-old boy that's been missing for almost a year. If we know his father is now working with law enforcement and is appearing not to have any involvement in this case, why is the heat turning up on him instead of turning down?
There's no heat turning up on him. What are you talking about? If law enforcement was doing anything, you would know. What the hell are you talking about? Every time no one's talking about Seth and his shenanigans on here, or something comes out that might put him in a different light, they come out with all this crap to do so-called damage control. I don't see the Proudfoots jumping on panels doing that. Sorry. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something.
You know why? Because it's the narrative that E.T. was talking about being driven behind the scene by Chris and Katie.
Oh.
Specifically. He called them out. Specifically. Oh. And so in this panel, he's begging everybody to stop bashing. We've been talking about facts.
You've been talking about facts? When? Where? What facts? I've yet to see it. You spread gossip and rumors. You make up shit. You make it to be more salacious than it is. You twist and turn everything. You outright lie to your audience, Betty. That's not facts. It's bullshit.
I'm sorry, the facts look awful for him and his wife. I really do. We didn't put him in this mess, I can promise you that. They did that to themselves.
Okay,
because
let's calm down in chat. Everybody, come on, now let's be respectful. Chill out. I understand everybody has their own opinions, their own feelings, and that's fine. But let's chill out. We don't need to, we're not attacking nobody. We're not attacking no creators. We're not attacking nobody. Let's chill.
Should have done when that child was missing was immediately call 911. If something happened to him the night before, they should have immediately called 911. They should have rendered aid and rendered help to a boy if he was in medical need. But now we find out because of
Medical need.
Once again, violating the law.
Who's violating the law and who's in medical need that didn't get what?
It just gets wilder.
Betty, are you okay? Have you checked your temperature? I think you need a scan, a brain scan, to see if there's any activity. Because my guess is very little. Jeez. I wasn't aware. The only person that I'm aware of that was refusing medical orders was the biological father. He was refusing to give him his medications. Your issue should be over that side there, Bets. You should be asking those questions over there. I mean, they can't tell you the answers to that. He had his medications at home. Hi, Nida1XYZ. Cool name. Surprise, not ShopRite, whatever the hell ShopRite is. Nothing happened to him on the 25th. I would bet a stake he's seen on camera the 26th. Yeah, I believe so too. Hey, Kim.
Recording somebody without their permission?
Oh, and you're good at that. You're really good at that. Betty, you pulled all this shit. Are you doing it? You're doing a confessional on your live. Oh, we're not doing it in the bed? Or you're not doing it on the couch? What do you want? You got your green screen up. But I see you got a different screen up. You're not using the Dollar Tree one no more? Did it finally rip?
I wonder who recorded this and what state they live in. I wonder if it's a felony in that state.
No, she's using the same one. And she's in her bed. Like, she got new bedding. She got herself new bedding for Christmas.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I seen that. She wrapped her own presents, and then she wrapped them on a live, and then did a live opening said presents.
Well, you know, everybody's got to have a hobby. Everybody deserves Christmas, you know.
Hey, I ain't wrapping it. I'm just using it.
That's my thought too. That's my thought too. Hey, everybody in chat, can we take a big deep? It's okay, you guys. Thor and Carl are getting a little heated, so
yeah, let's not. Come on now, let's settle down. Thor, come on now. Hey, sweet one. I know we all got, everybody got their feelings and their beliefs, and that's fine. Everybody can, but we still got to, we can't act like them. What's JLR say? They ain't like us. We ain't like them. Isn't it something like that? Okay.
Sorry,
I want to tell you, the only way they can get away with it is if they live in Tennessee and not from a one-party recording state. So if anybody knows where this Crimson Tide lives, I'd like to know. If you know the identity of Crimson Tide, I'd like to know. You can email that to bullhornbetty@gmail.com, bullhornbetty@gmail.com. Might as well level the playing field because I'm pretty sure Crimson Tide knows exactly who I am, where I live, and all my personal information. So why not just have theirs as well? So if you know who they are, please reach out. You can reach out to me anonymously at bullhornbetty@gmail.com. Please provide your receipts. Also,
oh, Betty, by the way, let me tell you something. Let me turn my volume up on my phone.
You know me, I don't know how to put all this crap up here.
You're saying that you guys are not being
told.
You guys are not being told what what to talk about and stuff. That nobody, Seth or nobody, is doing that on your side. Let's listen. Thank you, Pen.
I'll send it over to you.
I'm playing it right now.
I will send it to you. There was 2 parts to it. But this is the most interesting part. Look at number 3. Look at number 3.
I'll show it. Wait a minute. I'll do better than that. I'll show it. Let me share this. That would be better because she shows the actual email. And then we'll get right back to Betty. But I'll show y'all real quick. Okay. I need to send this. Well, why won't it share? Oh, Lord have mercy. It's not going to share. I'll just sign in. I broke something. I don't know if it'll let me hear it though. Let's see if it will. Okay, so the kids haven't bothered me at all these yet. Sometimes. Oh, God. Okay, yeah, I'll play you this. It's only a couple seconds, and then we'll get right back to Betty. But since she wants to say that that's never happened, okay, so what? It's not going to play it here. What? There's the email. Okay, let me stop sharing. Let me go to the video part. Oh, dear Lord, I just logged myself out. I should have just stuck with the audio. Okay, I'll play the audio while I'm showing you the screenshot. Because for some reason it's not transferring the video, which is fine. I'll play it while I show you the screenshot. Oh. Okay, there's the screenshot of Smiley. Little slimy buttons. And we'll go back to playing it. Okay. All right, here we go.
I'll send it to you, Josh. Let me get back to my, because you know me, I don't know.
Number 3 says, Fifth Amendment protections invoked by Katie Proudfoot. Dog the Bounty Hunter, his teams, and At Night confirm that Katie Proudfoot, the mother of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, has purportedly been instructed by an attorney to refrain from participating in any public forums regarding the case. Additionally, Ms. Proudfoot allegedly been advised to plead the fifth. Okay, yeah, bullshit. Okay. And there's another At Night media post. But yeah, okay, Betty. So you're wrong, Betty.
Put all this crap up here. Hold on there.
Hey, Julie Moon, my babe,
No,
Miss Ed.
this morning. Hold on there. I'll send it over to you.
I missed you too.
I'll send it to you. There was 2 parts to it.
2-part email too.
But
Funny.
this is the most interesting part. Look at number 3. Look at number 3.
Hey, Ange. I'm getting there, Julie.
And I had that open. That's what I was just reading. But I was just going to go and read. Sorry.
There you go. There's your proof, Betty. You really shouldn't do that, Betty. He's not getting the attention. The positive attention I think he thought he'd get.
So watched and learned that CP said stop. Just stop begging this panel to
Why is my sound not shutting off?
So if he's truly wanting people to stop bashing,
You're still on the smiley screenshot.
is this whole crew of people bashing Zach right now, going through his employment? How does that have anything? None of those records have anything to do with Sebastian or why Sebastian is disappeared. All they are trying to do.
What is going on with this thing? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It won't let me mute. Wait a minute.
Are we still here? Correct, Pen. The Proudfoots owe the public nothing. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I was still here. I didn't know if it was me that dropped, Kathy that dropped, the sound that dropped. Yes, and law enforcement owes the public nothing. Thank you, Pen. All right, there's no sound yet.
Now I'm spending $58 a month, full coverage.
Cool.
If
Now we
this
can hear it.
person was truly who I am, where I live, and all my personal information. So why not just have theirs as well? So if you know who they are, please reach out. You can reach out to me anonymously at bullhornbetty@gmail.com. Please provide your receipts. Also, if this person was truly, or these people were truly trying to advocate for Sebastian, wouldn't that be their focus? Our focus has always been Sebastian. Look behind me. When have you not seen me talk about Sebastian?
I think you're muted now.
That's no, ma'am. That's not been your focus. Your focus has been all the drama. Your focus has been attacking the Proudfoots and the Bowersox from day one. If you were truly in it for Sebastian, you would not be attacking his mother day in and day out. Hey, Mama, two boys. Yeah, exactly. Her focus, yeah, delusional. See, doesn't it ever make you wonder why a liar's pants never catch on fire? Does it ever make you wonder? I do. Hey, Eastern girls. Eastern girls crafting. Cool. Yeah, I've often wondered that. Where's Patty? That's who I haven't seen. She mad over the other day.
Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers without having his beautiful face behind me, advocating for this boy. So anybody that comes across here, whether they can hear it or not, they can see the beautiful face of the missing teen behind me. Who does that? Who does that? Why are you trying to dox people? Because haven't I been doxed enough? Isn't it what's good for the goose is good for the gander?
Oh, so because you've been doxed, it's okay for you to dox everybody else. Betty, you doxed yourself first off. Second off, you've been doxing people all along from your very first live. Stop. You were the top real white person, always have been and always will be. And you dirty snake behind the scenes kind of shit. You always have. You're always messing with people's jobs, their families, their friends, anything you can. Because that's what pieces of shit do. And you're a piece of shit.
Did you go to those hate channels butter my biscuit and tell him not to dox people? Huh? Or is it only okay for one side to do it? I'm sorry, I'm playing by their rules, not by mine. My rules are just leave people alone and do the right thing. Advocate for the people, stay in your own lane, and talk about your own cases. You never see me over these hate channels chats, ever stirring up anything. And you don't see my people over there stirring up shit.
Oh, yeah, that's happened. But okay. You know, usually you're, you know, if you want a bottle of wine or two. But yeah, that's happened. And Betty, your subs do go into other chats and do say stuff. Stop it. You, never mind. You don't go, you listen, and you admit you watch Queen. You admit it. And you watch all of us because you'll use our sayings. You'll take things out of our content and use it. Okay. You don't have the balls to speak up. And I also remember you coming into Headstone's chat, Betty.
Shit and gaslighting. But we see her people like you over here. Why? Why? Why don't you try take because those people go real.
What do you mean your people? What are you talking about? Because somebody goes into a chat, that creator doesn't own them.
Life. We do not. We keep it on our channel. So if you're so concerned about it, why do you associate with them when they're the ones doing it? And yes, I will drop somebody's information.
Oh yeah,
in a
she's
heartbeat
admitted about her sock accounts. Oh, yes, and Bama Trucker. She has admitted to using sock accounts to still get into JLR stuff.
Bring it to somebody else. And if you've got a problem with it, my suggestion would be go back to them and tell them not to do it, to stop doing it. But what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And if they're going to do it, we're playing by their rules, right?
Oh. No, don't own nobody. Y'all are free to come and go as you please. But I still can put you in timeout. That's my best friend. I use timeout at home all the time. Even my dog and cat know what timeout is. Excuse me.
If they don't like those rules, then maybe it's time to be adults and stop doing the BS. When have you ever seen me dox anybody that hasn't doxed me first? Your tongue?
Headstones and Headlines never doxed you. She never doxed you. You doxed her, her job, her family. I mean, you went after everything. She's not the only one. You've done it to plenty of people that never did doxed you, Betty. And two wrongs don't make a right. Did you ever hear that?
Oh yeah, lies. Okay, you know what? Good idea. Let's look at those. You know what? Let's see how well those are. As a matter of fact, I just sent those off to somebody this morning. So let's look at them. Let's look at what they say and see who's lying and who's not, shall we? Wouldn't that be so much easier instead of you being able to come here and say that I've
Betty, you're proven to be a liar every day.
Done this or I've done that.
You have.
Okay, let's look at what I was arrested for while we're at it. Let's see if
you were arrested for violating 4 protection orders. 3. You have 4. You were arrested for violating the 3 protection orders, for violating a court order.
Wasn't she arrested for not showing up to court?
Yeah, that too.
Any crimes. Let's look at it. I think people will be shocked if they saw the truth.
The truth is, you didn't show up for court because you think you know the law so well when you don't know shit. And you continue to violate those court orders. I don't understand why you haven't been busted. I don't.
Do you have a car? Do you have a clean driving record? Did you know you could pay as low as $39 a month?
Let's read it. Let's read this. What was I arrested for? Does anybody know? Because they're trying to say that I stalked these people. No.
That's true. Thank you.
This is insane. What are you people trying just for the fee?
That's true. I forgot she did do that. What the hell? She did do that.
Life, right? Because Chris Proudfoot
lied on the witness. She lied on the stand right to the judge's face. She sure did. And was caught lying. Yep.
going to run me over with his vehicle. Remember that? And then his stepfather showed up while I was standing outside of a vehicle. So I lost
No, that's not true. You're a damn liar.
shit because they were stalking me.
No, you were stalking them. You laid in wait for that man. That's their hometown. He was shopping. You found his car and you laid in wait for him. You did all that, Betty. You were the one following and stalking. And the court seen the same video and felt the same way, Betty. Your own videos are the evidence against you. You're a dumb cow.
Long story short is this man has been proclaiming that he doesn't bash anyone. And we learned from Elevated Truth that they were driving near.
Betty said that before about having a file on Katie. She said that months back. That she was putting together a file on Katie and Chris and the Bowersox. Oh, Zero Fox given, thank you. Yep, almost there. Thank you so much.
Sounds something sort of like binders, and isn't that what got us in a lot of trouble?
Mm-hmm. And yours was the joke. Hers isn't. She actually has it. We've seen them. She sleeps with them.
I'm actually not out on bond either.
That's right.
Narratives behind the scenes that Chris and Katie specifically were funneling information to their social media felons to cause distractions, disruptions, and to back.
No, they weren't. Julie, oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Holy cow. Wow, thank you. You're welcome to Poolside, everybody. You're a misfit like the rest of us. Aristocrat. Will you all? Thank you. I made my goal. Thank you. Thank you guys so much, Julie. That was so very sweet of you. Thank you, everybody.
Bashed Seth, right? Because they feel bashed because we follow leads and the leads go directly to them, right? So apparently following the leads and following facts is bashing, okay? Where they're actually manufacturing stories to bash Seth. So we watched and heard that this leader of this criminal pact, Chris Proudfoot,
he's a leader of a criminal pact now? My gosh, you give this guy so much credit, Betty.
Oh my God. Chris takes up so much of her brain.
Oh, Chai, use this for the time off reviewing this thing, though. Thank you so much. She is a thing, though. Betty. Full member for 1 month, Zero Fox. Woohoo. Betty. Girlfriend. You know, you can do therapy, teletherapy now. Yeah, you seriously should look into that. You really should.
To go on there and say, tell his people in the public light, he's tired of the bashing. Stop bashing. And
okay, that's not the first time he's done that. And neither time any of you listen. In fact, Brittany J, she was live with the content before he'd even finished his live. So was old Spanky Morg makeup.
On finding Sebastian Rogers. Didn't we all hear him tell his people, the people he has elicited for help and or hired with financial, with monetary purposes, you know, like paying them. But he tells everybody, stop bashing and start focusing on advocating for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. If you guys forgot it, I've got it pulled up. We will listen to it, okay? We will listen to it.
Okay.
So if he's telling his people in front of the public to stop bashing people and start focusing on his missing stepson, right?
Betty, that means you too. Quit bashing his wife and him. Have you? Nope.
And then the next thing turns around that nobody's talking about Sebastian and everybody is attacking Seth. Doesn't that
I don't see people out here accusing him of murder, of doing, being responsible.
Well,
Well, yeah, I'm sure they have, but who's firing up lies with panels accusing them? I haven't. I don't know. I haven't been around. But what you don't get, Betty, is it's no different than what you're doing to the Proudwoods. How is that okay? What you're doing to the Proudwoods and the Bowersox when you don't want anything that's said about Seth and the stuff he does out here is attacking him. So tell me how it makes sense.
Tell you that he's saying one.
Who did panels doing that though? Voice is what I miss.
there was just some speculation today.
Oh.
Thing in the public and doing another thing behind the scenes, because not one of those people that he was talking to that say that they care about his stepson have even advocated for Sebastian one time since that interview. They have used it to bash every single person that is actually trying to advocate for this boy. People.
How are you? What does advocation mean to you, Betty? Because I don't know anybody that advocates the way you people do. You're not supposed to attack and incite hate and threaten and stalk and harass. And you're not supposed to incite people to do that in your place. That's not advocation, Betty.
Exploitation does not equal advocation.
Exactly.
That put his face first and foremost, right? So let's go over a few things before we get started, because new revelations came out about some of the videos. Okay, you guys heard it. I've downloaded the video because I'm not giving that POS one click, one view, or one single red cent of my viewership. So I downloaded it. You guys sent me the URL. I didn't even have to click on it. I just downloaded the entire video and I watched it on my computer.
Well, guess what? That gave him ad revenue. You get ad revenue when you download. Nice try.
Yeah, and even if you would have been successful at that, that's a real shitty move. That's how you're shitty.
Stingy.
But he actually did better because he got ad revenue, Betty. But you know so well how YouTube works, don't you? Is she still trying to get another extension on court?
I don't know.
I know she was trying to get it delayed to as far out as April if she could. I don't know if it ever happened. I didn't check.
Computer. So I did get to see it. I think this was a hit piece for Bobby. I feel really bad for her. I'm sorry she trusted the wrong people.
They told her no.
And I heard some of the things she said about me, and I really, don't care. At the end of the day, the bottom line is whether she likes Bullhorn Betty or not, we have integrity.
So it was denied. Good.
On this channel, and she does not deserve to be accused of murder, and she does not
Neither does Chris and Katie or the Bowersox. But yet you do it multiple times a day, every day.
To be monitored or watched or be put under surveillance. And
neither does Chris and Katie, nor Chris's other child. Yeah. See how that works, Betty?
To stand behind that today. I've been in that community. I can guarantee other content creators have driven up and down the roads of that community a hell of a lot more than I have. The 3 days that I was there, I was hardly even in Hendersonville. I think I was in Hendersonville. I mean, I didn't even stay in Hendersonville. So I think I was in Hendersonville over a 3-day period. All of
disagrees.
What'd you say?
I said the judge disagrees with that.
Yeah, totally. I mean, Betty, you followed the man. You stalked that poor man. Then you got out your car with your road rage ass and acted like a damn wild banshee. What are you talking about?
of one whole entire hour. If you added up all of my time in that community, I think it equates to maybe an hour. Maybe.
Then how did you put up 200 plus flyers in an hour by yourself? Because that's what you said you did. No, what you did was you went to the Proudfoot's home, you trespassed, you put up flyers right there, then you didn't get any response from anyone, you proceeded over to the Bowersock's home, you did the same there, and then you were driving back and you seen his car in that parking lot because you put a flyer up by his car in that parking lot, Betty. He was in the store shopping. Receipts have been shown. But okay, boo.
Beat you at the very most over 3 days, and most of my time was spent in Gallatin, White House, and in Memphis.
Exactly, Senorita.
And I find it awfully funny because obviously somebody told her lies. If you guys listen to her, she's going off what somebody has told her that I have done in their community. She's actually, I don't know whose car she was referring to. I've only driven my vehicle and my vehicle alone in that community. I've never rented a car and went in that community at all. So I don't know what they are referring to. And my car was very well noticeable when I went there because it had a huge rust stain on top of the roof of my car. So I mean, it was very obvious at the time what my car looked like because it has a very unique defect to my car and my car alone. The roof was rusty. And that happened because Dolly ended up standing on my the roof of my vehicle to get shot.
If I do remember correctly, Betty, you yourself admitted to using a rental car at one of the times you were there. I don't know if it was for one of the so-called, what are they calling them, get-togethers, where y'all hang out and party and stuff. You don't actually do anything to find Sebastian. Y'all go out to eat and then you party. I reviewed that, Betty, you were there. The judge seemed fit. There was evidence submitted. Your own video footage, Betty, was used against you.
Leilani's backyard, and he stepped.
Are you trying to talk yourself into that you're not in trouble because the 8th is right around the corner? You should be leaving in a couple days. You don't want to be late for court at this point. If I was, just some friendly advice: be on time. Don't waste the court's time this time. I don't think they'd be a happy camper. No one's happy coming back after being off for the holiday. So yeah. I think you're just trying to talk yourself into believing, but there's a possibility that you're going to do some jail time. I know you always get to skate through everything. You always manage to. I just think this time there might, only because you haven't stopped and you've gotten worse and you even got a tattoo. Yeah, I don't think the judge is going to, he has to follow the law. And if you go by what the law states, you're looking at a little bit of time. It could be as little as, 10 days. It could be up to a year. I mean, you're looking at something. If he follows the law, like you claim you want him to do, then you might need some money on your books. Yeah. You might want to get that ball rolling. I don't know how all that works. I don't know how long it takes, or I don't know how you do any of that stuff. But yeah, you might want to, get the ball rolling.
Dented and apparently cracked some of the paint.
For me, a word I feel like it'd be very useful. You just created your own word.
And so the paint, the water, and his drink that he dumped on my top of my roof ended up getting under the cracked paint and rusting the roof. It took about, 9-10 months.
We need this whole story about what Dolly did. Is that why you wanted $400 to paint your car? Betty, that car is not even worth $400. When you said you wanted to do that, after putting thousands into it, I was blown away. Here I am fighting with the fucking Chevy manufacturer on a new vehicle that's a freaking lemon. I would never paint this piece of shit. Okay? And it's new. Whatever.
before the paint started.
You haven't sued Dolly to try to make him pay for it? I mean, that's right up your alley.
Started coming off, but the only way that paint could have been cracked or ruined is from when he stepped on it, right? So I just recently got the car painted because the rust, I mean, there was a rust spot like starting on the hood.
Why would you paint a car where the paint job costs more than the value of the car? And you claim to be so smart. I don't get it. I don't know.
Not really a rust stop, but where the paint was starting to peel up on the hood. So I'm like, okay, enough's enough. It needs to be painted. So it was very obvious of my vehicle in that community. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I doubt they will even have me on camera maybe 3 times out of a 3-day period, because I was there in the evening to get an evening shot. I was there in the morning to get, not morning, but to get a daylight shot. So people.
I don't want trash like that in here. Get rid of love life. Thank you.
See what the nighttime view was in comparison with the daytime view. And then I drove you guys around to show you when I posted all the signs, which was when I got my daytime view anyways. I was posting those. So, I mean, they can't have, I mean, I can guarantee that JLR's been there a hell of a lot more times than me. Dolly Vision's probably been there a hell of a lot more times than me. Cluminati has been there definitely a hell of a lot more times than me. So, I mean, I think I was only in the Hendersonville area, not in their area, just the Hendersonville city limits and county limits. I think for out of a 3-day period, maybe a total of an hour to 2 hours tops. Hour to 2 hours tops.
Yeah. And the book value on the car is the paint job exceeded the value of the actual car.
Sweet. That's sweet. Bobby was tracked down by a certain JR. He put ideas there, then explains a lot too. Yeah, it does. But that's okay. She'll, just like everybody else, you got to find out on your own. When you're done being lied to, come on over to Bllhorn Betty and we'll give you a shot of truth. So
where are you going to get the truth from? Don't go over there. If the truth is what you're seeking, you definitely don't want to go to the Bullshitters channel. Sorry, just, my opinion.
Anyways, I wanted to get this. Evil Exists is another person that I have admired over the years, covering cases and stuff like that. And Evil Exists actually just dropped a video, and I liked it. I wanted you guys to hear it and see it. And don't forget to go over. Somebody can drop Evil Exists link down in the chat. I greatly appreciate it. This is a courtesy of Evil Exists.
Proudfoot stated that they had a 3-hour-long phone conversation the night that Sebastian vanished from their home in Hendersonville, Tennessee. That long phone call came into question a lot in this case, as many wondered what the two could talk about for so long. The comment section on
It's not so long. It is not an unusual call for a husband and wife or one of the spouses works out of town. That's not unusual. And why are we revisiting this for the umpteenth thousandth time, Betty?
Facebook went crazy, with some saying that it's a common thing they do with their husbands and wives when away from home, while others said no way they could sit on the phone for 3 hours.
Sure, I've done it. I've done it many times when my husband worked out of town. Hell, I've done it when he wasn't out of town. What are you talking about?
And thought maybe that phone call was to plan a cover-up for something that occurred while Katie and Sebastian were alone. Sebastian was reported missing on the 26th, but it seems that someone else knew he was missing before he was officially reported to police as a missing person.
Whoa, what was that?
Hey, oh.
Sebastian were alone.
How are you? How are you doing? That's okay. Thank you for coming in. I never know when is a good time to call. Hey, Wishful. I've been thinking about you.
Sebastian was reported missing on the 26th, but it seems that someone else knew he was missing before he was officially reported to police as a...
What? Let's hear that.
Man,
that
I
can't be
hate when she does
But it seems that someone else knew he was missing before he was officially reported to police as a missing person.
Wow.
Who?
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Who? Prove it. Who? Who were you claiming?
His mother, of course, because she was the one who woke up and found him not there.
I mean, if that's what they're talking about, they're freaking dumber than a box of rocks. They're dumber than a box of rocks. Unbelievable. Are you serious? Okay, I can't.
Wow!
Whoa!
Did you guys catch that?
It's
how many of you,
Betty? You. What do you want? What do you going? What do you think it means, Betty?
Dude.
What do you think it means? Are you going to tell us? Is that your big mic drop moment? Because if it is, another epic fail.
you guys caught that? And so I'm like, wait a minute, what? So I listened to that. Don't forget to go and if you guys want to watch the rest of
Hold on.
The video, please go over to Evil Exists.
That's Rowena's phrase.
Let's just listen to that again. Hold on.
Someone else knew he was missing before he was officially reported
What'd you say?
I said, hold on a minute. That's Rowena's phrase. Wait, what?
Uh-huh. You noticed that too, huh? And she, I busted her out about, she don't miss a lot of queens. But I also busted her out watching nonsense. Yeah.
to police as a missing person.
And she definitely watches Burnt Toast.
Say what? So I started going through, some information, right? I went through some information, and this is what I kind of came up with. So I missed this. At night. This was on January 1st, yesterday afternoon. And I don't know how I missed it.
This?
But At Night has reason to believe it has identified the
way back here again.
Stop. Here it is.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's put stop in here, not just see. Yeah. Don't worry, honey. If I could be arrested for hashtags, there's going to be some karma bills coming to be paid. Okay?
Betty, you weren't just arrested for hashtags. And hashtags are an attempt at communication, Betty. But that's not the only reason you were arrested.
Some karma bills coming to be paid.
Yeah, you better get out your wallet because you're going to be paying some. Just think, not only do you have a countersuit, you're going to have legal fees to pay for because you definitely will be paying those legal fees, and you should. Queen should get every penny and then some. You're also going to end up having fees involved with this At Night media injunction crap that you have no clue what the fuck you're talking about. It's so far over you. That man, you are so stupid. You fall for anything he puts out.
For all of my Christian folks, if you guys would like to turn your volume down, now would be a great time to do so.
Let me tell y'all something. You ain't got to ever worry about getting nobody back for some shit they done did to you. Because quiet as it's kept, everybody working get paid. Let me break that down so you understand what I mean. Everybody working getting paid. See, some of you motherfuckers don't even know that you're working. But payday comes after a while, bitch. You being messy, you're working. You gossiping about people, you're working. You stealing, lying, cheating, or just all around doing some fuck shit, you're working. And payday is on its motherfucking way.
Well, that's all Betty knows how to do.
Let me tell you something, you working motherfuckers. Some of you bitches got overtime.
She plays that all the time.
Shut up.
Whoever bought her those staple buttons, those buttons from Staples, needs to be put in timeout.
Just saying. Okay, now that we're done playing, let's get back to our show at hand, shall we?
So
we have a 15-year-old child that has disappeared on February 26th from inside a home with his mother, and only his mother. And that woman woke up the next day and said, oh, sorry, I don't have a child anymore. We need to look around. But hey, it's not that important. That's why we decided to wait 30 minutes to call law enforcement while we're clearly on the phone with somebody else. Oh, my God. Let me guess, that phone call probably lasted 18, 19 minutes. Why do I say that?
How are you doing?
Why do I say that? Because we know the Yahoos called Seth before they even called law enforcement. Called Seth saying, please don't be mad. Before they even called law enforcement. So who were they on the phone with the 20 minutes before they decided to call Seth and then decide to hang up and wait another 13 minutes to call law enforcement?
And how do you know who they were that they were even on the phone, Betty? You don't have their phone records. And neither does that evil thing. You all don't know shit. You make up these times in your heads, and that's it. There's no factual basis. Where is the phone records to prove they were even on the phone at said times? don't know. I want some concrete proof. Anybody else? This makes no sense.
If it comes from her lips, I know not to believe it.
Hey, how was your drive? Did you get a lot of snow?
Oh my God, I drove into a fucking blizzard when I got to by the time I got to my doctor's appointment. When I got out, there was 3 inches of snow on the ground. I was glad I brought my snow boots because I opened the door, looked down, and went, well, better grab those. And so I switched out of my Hey Dudes and put on my snow boots. And then when I got back out of my appointment, I put on my Hey Dudes when I got back in my car, because by the time I got back down here, it was blue sky and beautiful again.
Wow.
Dry road. I went from dry roads to a blizzard back to dry roads. It was fucking wild.
Shit. And you had a 3-hour drive, huh?
Round trip. It's
wow.
It's about 4 hours round trip. Yeah.
Wow. Hey, Banana Bicycle C. Hey, Blaze. Hey, Zen with Fire. This is crazy, Betty. I really think you need to get a medical marijuana card. I really do. Go to my doctor's clinic, man. Oh, yeah, but I thought if you have medical marijuana. Oh, that's right, because does Tennessee have medical marijuana? I don't know.
I don't know. It's not going to matter. Yeah, you can't have that in area
yeah,
that she's got.
Yeah, even if my husband had one, he still couldn't because, it's still illegal federally, and he works under a federal contract. So, yeah, he couldn't regardless,
Right? Let's look at the facts. Right? What do the facts say? The facts say that, well, we only have one fact, and that's a call to law enforcement at 6:33 and a text message and a call.
Okay. You have no idea if they were on the phone prior or to whom or for how long they were speaking. That's exactly what I thought. You don't know facts, Betty. I've told you this a million times. You wouldn't know a fact if it smacked you in the head and knocked your ass out.
Call to Seth at 6:20. That's the only facts we have, right? We don't know really when Katie woke up. We don't know really.
It wasn't a call. It was a text message. But okay.
When she went into that room to check on her son. And we don't know really the exact time that she actually called her husband, right? We're taking her word for it that she woke up at 6 a.m. We're taking her word for it that she called her husband within 3 minutes. And we're taking her word for it that she does not know where her son is. But we don't know. The only thing we do know definitively is that phone records specifically show an attempt to reach out to Seth at 6:20. And we know by law enforcement records that the call into the dispatch, the non-emergency dispatch, happened at 6:33. That doesn't seem like immediate to me. But that's not the point of our conversation.
It doesn't seem like immediate to you? He's 15.
She went and checked just to make sure he wasn't at the school. Make sure that he hadn't gotten up and gone to the school. You wake up, you got to throw some clothes on.
Yeah.
Now. She also probably checked around the neighborhood. Like, Jesus Christ.
I mean, you're talking not even within an hour, law enforcement was on top. This case was present. That's actually unheard of. It's rare. They're involved so quickly. And it's great that they were. Excuse me.
Conversation. The point of our conversation here today is if the stepfather is telling his people that he elicited for help in public, in the public eye, to stop the bashing. And then
and yet, here you are every day. Yep. You haven't stopped nothing. Good job. But why would you respect the parents of a missing child when you can't respect a court order?
Ramp up the bashing of Seth Rogers. What is that telling you?
Yeah, Katie did go look for him. The last thing you're going to think is that your child's gone for good. That you just don't, you just, Betty. Okay.
telling you, is there dirty going on behind the scenes? Is there dirty going on behind the scenes?
Oh, you know about all the dirty behind the scenes, don't you, Bets?
It's not open yet. Bear with me.
And we know about Julie's parking lot.
Got to clear a lot of crap out of my junk.
No comment.
Hindsight. Thank you for your video this morning. I did watch it. I wanted to tell you that. I was going to put it up here, but I don't have time to do that. Okay, and before we get started on the phones, let me pull this back. Before we get started on the phones, there's 2 other updates that I want you guys to read. 2 other updates. Give me just a second. Let me go ahead and pull it up. We're going to read these together, and then we'll open it.
There's no updates, Betty. There hasn't been any updates.
The phone lines, but the conversation is, what does it mean to you when we have a stepfather publicly telling the people he has brought into the case to stop bashing, and they ramp up bashing? Was he just doing what he needed to do in front of the public eye and doing the dirty behind the scenes? I want your commentary on
No, that's your department.
that. But until then, these are the 2 updates that we have from At Night Media Intelligence. At Night Private Intelligence, rather.
They're not private intelligence. They are not an intelligence agency. Heck, voices, let's start a new channel. The Intelligence Channel. 2 new undercovers. Anybody can use the name.
Yeah.
That
It's going to be a lot of work, though.
Hey, but we be an intelligence agency.
I don't want that liability.
Well, hey, it might work. You know, we might get to meet like old Nicky Boy or his hat.
Oh no, I already got my own Nick. Listen. I already got my own glasses.
Oh, that's right. You got a cool pair of his glasses. Oh, it's okay. Never alone. Think that it.
Got my own glasses. Got my own
on the
green
search of Sebastian Rogers.
That's
like.
Oh, you better be careful wearing that green hoodie. You know. There it is.
I don't need Nick. I got my own glasses. I got my own hat. I can wear backwards all day, every day if there's not a bun in. But I got a good bun today, so.
You might not want to wear that green hoodie out in public.
Oh, I've been wearing it all day today.
Oh, you know there's going to be pictures of you everywhere. Here is the new culprit. We were right, it is a female. See? You just gave Brittany her live for tonight, because Lord knows she ain't taking a day off. You know.
It just is what it is.
Someone has been playing and sniffing Elmer's glue too much. Oh my gosh, you guys are so funny. Voices, I love that get up.
You like my green hoodie and my
Yeah.
Nick at Night glasses.
Rogers, January 2nd, 2025. At Night Private Intelligence is aware of a bounty circulating for the identity of our staff members, a desperate and cowardly attempt to intimidate and derail our mission. Let's be clear, we are not intimidated and
staff members?
Yes.
What staff members? Nick, what's that?
Listen, they're all 1099 employees.
Do you have a list?
Well, I mean, there's a pre-approved creator list and there's a non-approved creator list. So,
am I on any of them list? I mean,
no,
I'm so
we're not
tiny.
that.
Yeah,
we're not important enough.
Yeah, you don't know I exist. That's why I fly under the radar and people leave me alone. Wild man's mom. I'm surprised Beth has not been sporting a green hoodie so she can fuss about something being said. Me too, honestly.
Will not deter. To the individuals behind this reward, we are coming for you. To anyone with information on their identity, At Night will quadruple the offer for their name and proof. Make no mistake, this is not a request.
What happened? Hello? Maybe she fell off. She'll be back. Oh, well, hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the unplanned part of the show. It is good to have you here this evening. My name is Angela, and I am the guest for the evening. Yes, I am your flight attendant. I am here to keep you all entertained while on this intermission. All right. So while we're here, hold on just one moment. I too have a channel. However, we do cool things over on my channel. Well, while we're waiting for Kathy to come back, how about a little round of trivia? How about who knows who won an Oscar for Lisa Rowe in Girl Interrupted? Who knows the answer to the question? Who won an Oscar for her role as Lisa Rowe in Girl Interrupted? Anybody? Does anybody have the answer to that question? If you do, you may
I have no idea.
Win a bell ring. Angelina Jolie, pen, Canna be. There you go. All right, look at that. Our hostess with the mostess is back. All it took was one trivia question.
I have no idea why he keeps doing that. The freaking piece of crap is plugged in, and it keeps doing that. I can't wait till I tell you, if he don't fix this Monday, he might not have to worry. Never mind.
Hello.
I still think it's the battery. It's just not holding a charge, which is what I told him in the first place. But it has to be taken completely apart. And I'll do that.
Your research with.
But I'm gonna order the battery. I'm not going
to the individuals.
I'm not paying them markup for him. Sorry, guys. Thank you, voices.
Behind this reward, we are coming for you. To anyone with information on their identity, at night will quadruple the offer for their name and proof. Make no mistake, this is not a request. It's an opportunity to ensure that those who work in the shadows to harm others are dragged into the light. How to provide information. If you know who is orchestrating this campaign, I can tell you it starts with a K and starts with a C and ends with a P. If you know
campaign, there's no campaign. This is
meanwhile,
made up
she's
stuff.
legitimately reading off a campaign memo.
Yeah, from you guys, not from them, not from the Proudfoots or the Bower Sox. This is from your side. He's the one saying here he's going to pay people, which, come on now, you know, no money's ever going to change hands. People don't do it because you're getting ripped off. You're not going to receive one red cent, in my opinion. Well, that'd be nice if my mic would have been on. Apparently, it shuts my mic off when that happens. But
we've heard you. We heard you the whole time.
This is do you know that if somebody would actually have information and gives it to them and they don't pay, do you know they could sue them? I asked a lawyer that the other day. Yes, they can. Who? Because you know no one's getting paid, right?
Who is orchestrating this campaign? Contact us immediately. Confidentiality is...
Oh, voices, let's collect the reward. We can tell them who's orchestrating the campaign. Let's make a claim for the reward.
Who are we gonna blame?
Nick! He's the one organizing it.
Well, I don't think he's gonna pay us if we blame
He
him.
didn't say we couldn't identify him. He just said we had to identify them.
Dude, I am not playing with them. If you want to play with them, you go ahead and play with them. But I'm not playing with them. We'll end up in some sort of litigation. And as it is, my crickets and my dishwasher now have liens on them.
Oh my God, the dishwasher too?
Yes.
Jesus.
It's portable.
Next will be your car and stuff. Better watch.
Oh, you can't take my car, and my house is a rental, and the TV, well, it's attached to the wall. So if you can get the motherfucker off there, I can't, but you can get the motherfucker off there. All right, well, go ahead, have at it.
The jail pens, they're worth some money now.
Nope, you can't take any of that stuff. That's all part of my business.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Never Alone, for getting the membership. Oh, welcome to Poolside. Please thank Never Alone.
So
is guaranteed, and your cooperation will be rewarded. The email mostwanted@manhunts.one, or you can call or text.
And they'll appreciate it. They'll know, they'll pat you on the back because, you helped them. Nick, you're the one doing this, orchestrating a campaign. It's okay, but
844-922-3236. It states here, At Night is aware of a reward being offered for information on the identity of staff, a blatant attempt to undermine our mission and to intimidate those committed.
Who was offering a reward for staff? What staff, and who cares? I've not seen anybody offer any money. It wouldn't be hard if the company actually existed, which it doesn't. It doesn't actually have an office. It doesn't actually have employees. That's easy info to find out. It's public record, but nobody cares. And I haven't seen anybody offer any money. I don't believe there's an employee. I don't even think, never mind.
Committed to uncovering the truth. Let us be clear. We will not deter, and we will respond decisively to anyone with information about these individuals.
Voices, they can't put a lien on crickets, man. They're part of your business. And the dishwasher too, because you got to wash your dishes to have a clean cup to drink out of for your business. See, we're going to get you out of this.
Well, listen, I wasn't taking any chances. If it was movable, portable, takeable, it has a lien on it. So have fun. And I'll work on an at-will gratis donation basis only going forward. You'll never get a cricket craft out of me.
Now that would be a crime.
This reward At Night will quadruple the offer for.
Injured in an accident? Why wait? Oasis Financial can get you some of that settlement money now. We'll work with your attorney.
Yeah, 70%
their
interest.
Identity and proof. Wow. Big statements from At Night Intelligence Agency. And here is the final one that I did want to read to you. As of January 2nd, we are still grappling with the alarming surge in death threats via text and email. We are now specifically directed at plaintiffs in our ongoing case. These threats are being documented alongside.
I don't believe any of that, but okay.
The existing complaints logged with the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center and other law enforcement agencies.
No, because Nick's not allowed to be involved with law enforcement, allegedly.
We will remain resolute in our pursuit for answers.
Hold on. You've been gone. It's been shown that, like, he's not even allowed to have contact with or about Chris or Katie Proudfoot.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we found it out the other day on Queens. There was a video on like 9/12 and on 9/14, or oh god, I don't remember the dates. Anyway, it was mid-September. Do you guys remember the dates? A lot of you guys were in there. Help me out. Help me. No. It was back in September. Back
no, I mean where you guys found out. When you guys busted it out.
Maybe it was yesterday or the day before.
I'm gonna have to check.
Hang on. They're saying Pen says hold.
Pen says hold. Hey, Talisa, good to see you.
September 19th. Thank you, Talisa. Yes, it was the 12th and the 19th. Okay. Anyway, so, and that was right around the same time that he had the tape on his mouth live. So, yeah, there was there's been proof shown that, like, and it even states on the paperwork. Anyway, there's that.
Okay. Well, my husband thought he just seen somebody try to get into the neighbor's car. He was out walking the dog, and her car alarm went off, and somebody took off out her driveway up the street. But I don't know, because she keeps her car locked. She has a remote. But I don't know. I sent her a message. Sorry, just to be safe.
Justice in the disappearance of the ongoing search of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, 16. If you have any information concerning the whereabouts of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, please contact the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, 615-451-3838, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations at 800-TBI-FIND, or via at tips@tbi.tvi.tn.gov. You may also reach out to your local FBI office, nearest embassy or consulate, or submit a tip through tips.fbi.gov. Alternatively, you can reach out to DOG and the At Night team, updated on Sebastian, and it just says the same thing. October 2nd, we're grappling with this alarming surge of death threats. And one other caveat that I'd like to put on.
Why is there never, excuse me, never no proof? Excuse me.
This channel is that it's awfully funny to me that these alleged death threats to Miss Bowersox, the grandmother, the step grandmother.
Why is there never no proof shown of any of these threats that you people all been claiming you've been getting all along? No one ever shows anything. Nothing.
Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers didn't start coming in until after we started raising a stink about the threats coming in to the probation parole for Nick, and the disgusting attempt to try to get Tony Mathis fired from his job. I find this disgusting and appalling. I want you guys to think.
Since when?
And you find that disgusting, but how many people have you been instrumental in trying to get fired and got fired, Betty?
I think it's 4.
Not gross when you do it, though, huh, Betty? Didn't you try to go after Headstone and Headline's job as well? Yes, you did.
That's why I think it's 4. Dawn, Candace, the Ashley Furniture Store lady, and Headstones and Headlines. So 4 that we know of. Possibly Crabtree now.
Messenger, that's all I can do.
of all the things that people disagree with you on. Okay. It doesn't matter whether you're right, wrong, or indifferent. It doesn't matter. But just think about all the people that disagree you on something, right? Can you imagine if they disagreed with you on something and then tried to take your livelihood away because they disagreed with you on something?
You've done that, Betty. Tell me, how's it feel? Because you've done that.
Isn't that what she's doing to Queen right now?
Exactly. This is exactly what you're doing. You're trying to just take Granny's, stop Granny from having her channel and barbecue. You're going out there. Come on. This is everything you're doing. It's been perfect. Good to see you. Sunday doodle. Oh, that dog. That dog sounds like a big old.
Think about, I want you guys to go into your kitchen cabinets and your refrigerators and look at your food that you have in there and think, why would anybody want to take your nutrition and your...
And why did you set up that Ashley Manager's store lady to get her fired? Why did you get Dawn and Candace fired? And how many others have you tried to mess with their jobs that we're not even aware of, Betty?
Your essential stuff that you need to live. Why would anybody want to take that away from you? These people...
Good question. Why do you want to take it away from everybody else? You tried to take the bread and butter away from mothers with children. So you tell me.
Try to do that to anybody and everybody that comes in here. And every time you trace it back, it's coming from these felon channels that work for these yahoos.
Stop scrolling if your smile is suffering. Have you experienced any dental issues since starting Suboxone? Look, if you've been taking some...
The mom and stepfather. Everyone can be sourced back to those two.
No, they can't. No, they can't. You have no proof that anybody has done anything or been paid financially in any way by the profits. None. You can't call making a donation to help pay for billboards for their missing son as payment, Betty. You, on the other hand, have been. We've seen the receipts for that, Betty.
All these problems can be sourced back to those two.
Oh, Lord, no, hell to the no. That's not true. But okay.
Asked one of them, even the ones to
really?
The step grandma.
Oh.
I guarantee it's from somebody in their own camp trying to manufacture this. Oh, well, we have a right to do it because they're doing it to us crap. And it's going to be so funny because
pretty
I guarantee it's probably some.
Did she not say that in the beginning of the slide? Well, it's tit for tat. They doxed me. Oh my God, that Kit Kat totally melted. And Dallas wants to put it in the fridge to get it cold. Yeah, that's what is in that coffee cup? Because that's some good shit that it puts you in these distorted delusions that are freaking amazing. Your head's got to be so fucking busy all the time. It's got to be a whole shit show in there.
Email or
messy,
email.
Messy.
God knows what else that was set up with the days before it was sent. The only person that I know does that, which I know he's trained a lot of people since then on, is JLR. And if other people are doing it, it's because they got it from him.
Okay.
I have never seen anybody do that before until JLR. Just saying. If you don't believe me.
Hey, guess who jumped on board with all his antics? Betty, you, and Molly, and hell, even Spanky. Because everyone thinks Spanky's just so good. He would never. He's the nastiest son of a bitch around. You know, it's in people that portray they're so naive, and I'd never, that do the worst.
Go back a couple years. Go back a couple years. All right. I'm done. Okay, we're opening up the phones. Okay, I'm done. I'm done playing. I'm done playing with y'all. Oh, good gracious. Okay, y'all. Doesn't look like I lost my my sound, so it looks like 4252 can be heard, received, like what ET was complaining about through that entire live. Now I know he's backtracked a little bit because he's gotten heat, and he probably is another one of those men that doesn't have.
What is your fascination and obsession with, and quit calling him ET, but what is your obsession with him all of a sudden, Betty? You played that to death already. I mean, it's just nauseating at this point. And I think he's made it clear.
Oh, you missed the day that she was like, truth. Oh, E.T., come over here. There's like $2,000 on the line for you.
Get out of here.
Oh, yeah, there was a whole, you missed that. Like I said, there was so much, and you and I would start talking, and then I didn't want to keep you on the phone forever because, so I would give you the highlights and the synopsis of things. There's just been things that have happened in the last 48 hours.
Oh my God. I'm looking, I seen a video. I didn't get to watch it yet, but I seen something about that. Wait, was it blank screen?
There was also one about her saying that you could take your biscuits out of the oven and eat with Big Sexy, and she was in her robe.
Oh,
yeah, it was really kind of cool.
Oh.
Hey, Patricia, thank you.
Oh, yikes. Betty, you're not fixing. Ooh. Oh my God. I know I seen one. Something about Betty. I can't remember who it was though. Was it Lippy? Was it No Wire? One of them did a video about her offering money.
We'll see in time. This is Betty. Who's this and where are you calling from?
Betty, this is your favorite person in Denver.
Shirley, it's nice to see you.
Yes.
Hear you. What do you have?
You know what you guys keep calling now, stinky foots and all that. It's Mr. and Mrs. Numbnut and Mr. and Mrs. Dingledore.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, that answers everything I need to know about this caller. These are grown-ups. Yeah, he just
There you go. All right. So what do you got to say? What are you going to fill us in on?
You know what? I know Seth is in the chat, and I know Tony's in there. And
all right, I found it. I want to play it. I gotta play it now that you told me because I didn't know about that. I'm so far behind. But now I gotta hear it. Oh my God. Yeah, where do they get these people? I found it. Okay, I found it. I think this is what Voices was talking about. Oh my God, I'd have howled. There was no way anybody playing that on a panel was not cracking up. Okay, let me go through the intro because I can't music. I don't want to get. There we go.
Right here, let me help you out.
This is literally Davis fam.
Don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. I am not one of those creators that really give a crap about the clicks and views. It's a privilege to be in this chat to communicate. It is definitely not a right. So if you don't like how I talk, don't like what I do. It's your responsibility to leave and never come back, okay? And if you can't hold your P's and Q's, you'll be blocked. So just leave. You'd have to locate that time. I wouldn't know. This conversation is really turning going into left field. I think we need to bring the conversation back to the road. Okay. I feel like we went off the road a little bit. And it's all my fault. And I take responsibility for that. Brittany J, are you going live tonight?
Now that is one of the most dumbest questions I've ever heard. I don't think she's ever taken a night off.
Well, Betty doesn't know about her backup channel, and she was on the backup channel before she went to her primary.
Yikes.
Okay, let me find out if she's going live. I didn't see you. I woke up and you weren't there, and I was very highly upset and offended. Where is she? Hold on a second. Because if she's going to go live now that I see her up, I'm going to get off here and we'll just go over to Brittany J's. But I need to wait. Yeah, she is. LOL. All right, good. That's all I really wanted to say. I thought that was something.
Oh, yep. She'll take your subs over there, Betty, and she'll suck them dry for everything. Hey, is it just a joke, or did Ben George really leave?
Oh no, he straight up sent a super chat that said he had to concentrate on his family and his job in 2025. He might see him in 2026. My speculation is his wife saw exactly how much money he was dropping to another woman. So I'm pretty sure that probably got the kibosh put on him. That's my own opinion, though.
Yeah, because hey, Deborah, good to see you. Yeah, I seen that, but I didn't know if it was a joke, if people were just joking, because I see everybody, has Ben George's side, Ben George, all that. So I didn't know if it was for real. So he really did a super chat saying that, huh? Wow. He did give her a lot of money.
She said, well, you can't leave us because we're your family too. And
she don't care two shits about him. You care about his wallet.
She was chasing that wallet. We all know that.
Wow. So has he been around, or is he playing incognito?
I don't know. I mean, one of those Ben Georges might be him.
That's true.
No clue. Hell, maybe he just went over and maybe he just went under a new name. Maybe he killed off Ben George and he's coming back as a new character, That happens that happens all the time. So
it sure does.
Bullshit right there. Excuse my language on a Saturday. Oh, on a Sunday. Excuse my language on a Sunday. I gotta watch my language. I gotta potty mouth. I can't help it. But again, spread the message. Anybody has any information you want to ride dirty confidentially? You want to have that? I'm the one. Just knowing that you were the one that did it. Reach out to Nick the Hat. Tell him what's going on. Tell him what you know. Provide your receipts. Get paid $2,000 and help a brother out. Okay. I'm just saying, this is nonsense. You don't throw people in jail because you don't like their commentary. Okay. I don't know if you know that sounds
Betty,
like
you weren't thrown in jail because someone didn't like your commentary. You stalked, harassed, and threatened the family of a missing child.
like Hitler. It's kind of hard to stay over there and wave this flag and say we're for everybody, and then act like Hitler, act like a brown suit.
Act like Hitler? What?
You don't see us trying to take
brown suit. What the hell is a brown suit? Are you kidding me? Right.
For felonious work that you guys do, like literally everybody over there is a fucking felon. They brag about being fucking felons.
No, I'm not.
And they're going to try to throw.
No, not everybody's a felon. No, I'm not one. Voices isn't one.
Tim's not.
Yeah, and you know what? At least they don't lie about their charges, Betty, like you do. Your whole life is built around lies, in my opinion. Yeah, there's a lot of people. And so what if they weren't? Like you said, that was in your past, right? That's
right.
Funny how you're still being arrested. You're still posting bonds.
It's still intercurrent.
Yeah, see, it's not your past. It is your everyday.
Throw a man in jail because they don't like his commentary?
Huh? Hey,
you know, back in my days, we called you hoe bags cock collars. Okay? And it was an embarrassment to be a cock collar. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Betty, I would bet you've always been one of the biggest snitches around. I'm sorry, but I totally believe that. I totally believe that you have always been a snitch. Blame them, get the heat on them while you're over there doing worse. Yeah, that's about you.
For your ghetto trashy people.
Ghetto trashy.
I guarantee you wouldn't be in the streets telling them you're cock collar. Why? Because you'd probably be in a ditch. Because snitches get stitches. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm rolling with all the cues here. I'm just saying.
And you one of them snitches. I'd bet money on that.
I'm not saying I'm going to be the one giving you stitches. I'm in Florida, okay? I'm living it up here. Okay, I got a puppy and everything.
Betty, you would run like the chicken you really are. Stop. If you don't have people that are behind you, egging you on, you would run with your tail between your legs. That I would bet on. And you'd call the law and try to get people in trouble because you're a Karen and that's what you do.
You don't have to worry about me. I'm just saying, when that stuff gets out there on the real streets, people don't like cock collars. I'm just saying. And they don't like people that are trying to throw other people in jail. Especially
like
when they didn't do anything. So quit being a cock calling. I got something up my sleeve here.
How many times, Betty, did you call the cops? How many? How many, Betty? For absolutely no reason. You wanted attention. So you would call, and even your local PD don't believe you. They came back with all the information on the mental health that is offered through the county. Just saying. Should have told you something.
Cock calling got a rap. Cock calling got a rap. Snitches get stitches. I just want to make sure you guys remember that. Snitches get stitches. I just want to make sure you guys remember that.
Remember when they were supposed to do the meet and greet and they got scared of a woman by herself when there was 4 of them and they called the cops? Just saying. Who called the cops, Betty? Y'all did.
Snitches get stitches. I just want to make sure you guys remember that. Be careful who you open the door for. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm done with us. Be careful who you open the door for. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm done with us. Be careful who you open the door for. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm done with the satire. All right, everybody, let's move over to Brittany J's live. I need some laughs. I need some content. I need some content.
So you're not going over to Brittany's for the great true crime content. You're going over there to laugh at them. Got it. That's what we do too.
Oh, and she also said, I need some content.
Oh my God.
So she's content farming and sub-sucking off of Brittany J.
Content. I need some content. I need some content. I need a life. I need a life. I need a life. I need a life. I need to quit waking up in the middle of the night. Okay? I don't really care to be bedhead Betty as much these days.
That tells Betty all this should tell you there's something wrong. That all them people in your head that live rent free, they don't never stop. You need to learn how to turn it off. But there's just so damn many in there that they're out of room. And they be fighting with each other.
Days as I once was. It was enjoyable. It was real fun. That was fun.
She really thinks she's something.
I wouldn't like their own shit.
I bet you're not going to be thinking you're all that when you sitting in a 9x12 eating freaking rotten bologna sandwiches and cold baked beans. Yeah, and piss warm some kind of crappy juice from what my guardian at Lightum. I asked questions about her husband's guard at the county jail, and I asked about the food just out of curiosity, you know, because I know that's where you're going to be. And yeah, you might not like the food too well because, you know, I don't think Tennessee's is even, yeah, good luck. That's all I got to say is good luck. I don't know how commissary and stuff works. I didn't get that far. So it might take you a minute to get that honey bun or them ramen noodles, you know. I'm just saying.
That's funny. I can't read that out loud. I'm just saying. Please, Sonia reminds everybody to please contribute to my cuss jar. We got to pay to be this. I'm just saying. 5D says Al the Roaches will say Betty is going to give stitches. Oh, don't you know? I mean, hell, my machete to cut down vines out in the field turned out to be some type of weapon of mass destruction. It's no longer even a machete anymore. It's a machete. Like, what?
She was doing Skid Row. I can assure you, I live a couple hours from Betty, and I can assure you, Betty never lived on Skid Row. Never.
Now I'm gonna hear Tony saying
you don't live on Skid Row and have a built-in babysitter and a housekeeper, you know, to clean the house. And yeah, stop, Betty, stop.
In the morning, did I get text
You
messages
weren't
that you were
rich, but you weren't poor either.
to give somebody stitches for snitching? No, Tony, that's not what I said. I'm just saying that people that snitch get stitches. You can't say that, Betty. Well, do you know what they're going to do with that? Do we have to go back to the machete? Do you really? Okay, Tony. Okay, I get it. Okay, I can't say anything. Okay, tomato. Don't say tomato. They're gonna see the bomb. Oh my goodness, what am I doing over here? All right, we'll see you. We'll see you guys soon. I'll see you over at Brittany J's. I love you guys.
Okay, that wasn't the one I thought it was. I thought it was going to be the part of her begging truth. But that was pretty cool. Anyway, I'm going to go back and find that because I want to hear that myself. But I'm getting tired. I've been on here a little over 3 hours. I'm tired. It was a long night. There was more I wanted to go over, but I'm just tired. I'm already wore out. But I will definitely be live tomorrow. Definitely. Because there's so much to catch up on. I'm going to find that voice. I got to find her saying that. I think now she has a crush on Truth. And that's why she's phoning me, T. I really think so. For my peace of mind and mental health, I've had a very rough evening, but I'm at least home and say, Ange, I can't talk about details right now. Oh, Ange, you got it. If there's anything I can do, please reach out. You're awesome. You got friends here. I am so sorry. Yeah, I am because I can't believe how wiped out I am. And I'm sitting here, but I'm actually wiped out. Voices, thank you so much for coming and hanging with me. Tomorrow we'll laugh at Griftum and Julie, and maybe you can come in one of your if you're around, you can come in and do one of your satires, one of your characters. Hey, White Bird. Oh.
I may have something.
Are you gonna go live?
Not tonight. No, it's 8 o'clock. My pain pills not my pain pill. My fucking Abilify is kicked in.
Oh, well, if you go in the morning, I'll be there.
So,
or whenever you go, I'll be there. I'll be watching for you.
All right. I'll see you later.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
And please, if you need anything, just reach out. Let's do a prayer chain for Ange. She's a good one. Stay safe in the winter storms. I'm bundled up. Yeah, I hear you. But thank you, everybody, for hanging with me. and sticking with me. Thank you all for coming back in. Thank you so much for all the support, all the super chats, and the memberships. You guys blew my mind. But thank you. And Pen, I would love to give you a wrench. If you don't want it, it's okay. You won't hurt my feelings. I get it. I promise you it won't. Or if anybody would like a chance, please just let me know. Always can use some good mod. That's okay, Ange. Just know we're here for you. And thank you everybody that reached out. I can't believe how tired I am. I've been sitting here. I'm actually wiped out. This is the most excitement I've had in 11 days, And thank you, Casual Art. And thank you, everybody. I'll be seeing you on these YouTube streams. I don't know who's live, but I'm sure somebody is. And who knows, if it's a sleepless night, I might find me in the middle of the night on there. Because I don't think I could lay in bed another freaking night. I'm telling you. I'm not one to like to lay around. This has really been hard for me. Really super hard. No, thank you, Pen. You're always there for me. You help me with clips. You're always so fun in chat. No, thank you. And good night, everybody. Hope I'll be reaching out. But you guys be safe out there and have some fun. Tomorrow we'll laugh. Night up. Oh, don't forget, let me know what you think in the comments. If there's anything you want to look at, let me know, and we'll do it. Night on.